project, but I'm not gonna give you any homework or anything break.
For decent break.
I'm not giving you any.
Other
Huh?
breaks, like focus breaks.
Well, no, it's the end of a semester, I'm not gonna give you anything. Oh, God, enjoy your winter break, children.
You got that, you're no substitution.
No, I only like torture you, during school time.
Yeah.
Okay, so, last week's class was about federalism. Can someone tell me what federalism is?
A form of government that splits the power between the states and the national government.
Very good, yes. What are the two cakes?
Cakes?
What?
Cakes?
Cake and layer cake.
Very good, yes. Layer cake is which type of federalism? Dual federalism, yes. Layer cake means that they're separated, right? Church and state. What about the marble cake? Cooperative, because they're working together, yes, very good. All right, which amendment was kind of contradictory to what the Constitution said? Huh?
10.
Very good, yes, the 10th Amendment, because what did the 10th Amendment do? Are given to? Very good, yes. What power, well, what name is the power that is given to the federal government? Very good, yes. Which ones are the ones for the states? Yes. Good job, children. See, you're ready for the exam.
Miss, that's like 3 questions
Boom, you got 3 questions right.
out of 50, man. So
Well,
that's pretty good.
I mean, you have like 47 more to go. And the other 47 are gonna be about,
Everything else we done.
Jean-Jacques Rousseau.
Miss, I forgot what you
Nobody's
wrote.
gonna be there, yeah. Locke is gonna be there, Paine is gonna be there. Obviously, Madison's gonna be there. Hamilton, unfortunately, has to be there. Who else? Oh, who's the one who wrote Brutus? Very good. See? You got this, children. You got this. I believe in you. You'll be very happy about that, children. Okay, so another thing that we talked about was how the courts were also kind of, using their power. According to Hamilton, who holds the sword? Who holds the sword? Very good, yes, the executive branch. Who holds the purse?
The what?
The purse.
Legislative.
Very good, yes, the legislative branch, because the purse holds the money, right? The purse holds the money. What does the judicial branch hold? Very good, yes, judgment. Also, they practically have no power. However, with federalism, they do have power, especially with the 10th Amendment. Well, against the 10th Amendment. Okay, now, I am not going to be putting too many court cases in the exam, but I will be putting this one. I'm telling you right now, I will be putting this one. This is incredibly important. Now, McCulloch versus Maryland was kind of the first case that really showed this tension between the federal and the state government. And this was in 1819. When was the Constitution ratified?
1788.
Yo, this is a question on the quiz. You can put, oh, I got this. When was the Constitution ratified?
89, no?
1790. 1790. And then 1791 were the amendments. Come on. Alright, so, McCulloch versus Maryland. Okay, 1788 was when it was ratified, 1790 was when it was used. This one was just a couple of years after that. So they hadn't really, I guess, tested out the boundaries of their powers yet. Now, what's the elastic clause?
The necessary
Very good. What does the necessary and proper clause state?
That they can do or enforce any law in the Constitution.
Yes, okay, so Maryland, the national government, did a bank in Maryland. Actually, it was a national bank. That's important. Right? There was a national bank in Maryland, and there was a dude there called McCulloch. I'm not gonna spell his entire name. Now, Maryland taxed the bank. Cause they were like, you're in our land, so we're gonna tax you. McCulloch refused to pay the tax. So they kind of went against him, so McCulloch sued them. And they said, you can't go against me. I do not have to pay the bank tax. So the Supreme Court, who do you think they sided with? The states or the national government? Who thinks the states?
Or no, national.
Who thinks the national government? Yes. They sided with the national government. They said the national government can make banks and the state cannot do anything against them. Which meant that the tax that the states were trying to do to the bank was unconstitutional. They couldn't do that. Because the national government has power over what happens throughout the entire country. Now, this was not something that was written in the Constitution. Does the Constitution say that the national government can make banks in states? No, it doesn't. This particular case was the first one that furthered the power of which government? The national government, yes. Then we have Gibbons versus Ogden. Do you think this one's gonna be on the exam? No, it definitely is. It definitely is. Please know this one. Now, Gibbons versus Ogden, much like McCulloch versus Maryland, used one clause. Gibbons versus Ogden used the Commerce Clause. Now, what does the Commerce Clause state? What does the government have control over?
The trading economy throughout the states.
Yes.
And foreign nations.
Yes, very good. So, in Gibbons versus Ogden, there was this, it's essentially like this vote situation. And they wanted to go past to another state, and the states were like, oh, can't do that. And then Gibbons was like, yes, I can. I'm a national shit. And Ogden was like, I don't give a crap what you are, you can't do that. What do you think the courts, who do you think the court sided with? National or state? National. And they're like, yeah, actually Gibbons can do whatever the hell he wants. Okay? So, in this particular court case, they essentially made the Commerce Clause mean all intercourse. Which means movement of goods, people, etc., across state lines. So it doesn't matter where you are. The national government has complete control over what the states do and how they trade. Now, all of this, was essentially making Congress and the national government, giving them exclusive rights to regulate commerce and this very broad interpretation of the Elastic Clause and of the